Hello and welcome to this random Let's Play. Look at me, I am terrifying. Today, we need to get ourselves we're going to be doing a few very simple things. Considering my food situation right now, I think we're going to take a few second break to go up here and make ourselves a food farm. Food farm, as it starts with, well, grain farm. Is we need to have ourselves a good supply of grain for the breeding of the, well, cows, mostly. We have a cute farm right now, and so now it's time to run and find ourselves some sheep or some cow. I found ourselves a pig and a second pig, and, well, pigs are not the best option. They're the only close option. And now we have a pig pen. Off to get myself some sheep. Sheep pen! Now we have sheep and pigs. Now all we need are cows and chickens. And now we have a chicken coop. And a wolf that really wants to eat our sheep. I've got myself some cows and pigs and sheep and, well, and those and a goat. There's a second goat somewhere nearby, but I misplaced it, annoyingly. But today we're going to be making ourselves right now, we're making ourselves a, well, enchanting setup. Down here. And so first, we need to go get ourselves some obsidian. So I've got my obsidian, and now we have our table. I have to do a bunch of farming and stuff to gather up enough wheat to, well, get the upstairs set up. But first, we can dig out our enchanting room. I'm thinking putting it right across from our, well, smelting setup. So we go across. Actually, let's move it a little bit over. This is our first proper build, actually. So this is the start of our room. Very simple round thing with the enchanting table all the way at the back. Now, it is a very basic concept. The enchanted cavern. But it's a concept that I think will work quite well for this. Well, we've gotten ourselves a complete enchantment setup. Time to enchant ourselves. Oh, right. We might need to create ourselves, well, good thing we know where a zombie spawner is. I'm here at my mob farm. Well, not mob farm, but my zombie farm. That I built for the express purpose of getting myself up to 20, up to 30, over 30 levels, so that we don't, well, so we can actually enchant our tools and stuff. We are at level 33, and it is time to do ourselves a few enchantments. My first book. Got back up to a good number of levels. Let's do some more enchanting. Blast protection, power, bane of arthropods. None of those are really particularly good. Unbreaking's decent. Unbreaking efficiency 4. Decent. Not great, it's just unbreaking, but it's a decent one. Oh, right, we have Silk Touch. And I wanted to put Silk Touch on my pick. Now I just need another efficiency 4 book, and we also will need a mending book, and this pick will be good as new. Which we should go find the nearest village. I've got those villagers. We have 1, And we have 2, both of whom I've punched. Yay. So let's throw them some bread. Alright, we need to make some more. We need to make a bunch of beds. And then they'll breed. So let's go downstairs, because that's where I think my wool is, and let's make a whole bunch of beds. I've gotten myself our beds, and now we can just go place them, a whole bunch of them, and then our villagers will make some babies. We need to get the main villager I need is a mending villager, but getting unbreaking and efficiency and looting and all those other ones will also be useful. Our first baby villager of what's hopefully going to be many. We seriously need to get a mending villager as soon as possible, because then we can repair a lot of my tools and stuff. I have my breeding guys are out here, including my farmer, which is going to be my main source of emeralds currently. Eventually I'd like to get proper emerald stuff, but I'm not ready for that yet. Oh, I've got myself a mending villager. So let's do that. Annoyingly, it's a bit expensive, but that should be fine. Now, we need to get ourselves a whole bunch of emeralds so we can get our first mending book and put it on our pickaxe, our nice pickaxe. Pickaxe which needs efficiency 5. I don't remember what my pickaxe is actually. And there's our first mending book. Now we have a super pick. Our silk touch pick. Silky smooth. Now let's go fix it up. I've fixed up the zombie farm a little bit. Now we can just whack them with the sword and and fix up this pick. Though we do need to get this to actually be, it needs to get the sharpness 4 and knockback 2, and we need to give it looting and mending. But I think we're doing pretty good right now. I've got myself a cute little zombie head. Annoyingly, one of my villagers turned into a zombie, so I had to kill it. But I luckily still had 2 surviving villagers, and so yeah. Also, mending book. And now we have a mending sword. Now we can name our sword. So what should we name our sword? Let's name it the Sword of Light and Darkness. Now we can go heal it up. We're going to do a mining session with our cool pick. And then we should be able to have some a lot of good resources. I just said I hadn't found a single diamond during this diamond mining session, and I just find a big vein. So, apparently the solution to getting diamonds is complaining about not getting diamonds. Well, I've got myself a pretty darn good axe. Now I'm going to enchant a new pick. Hopefully I can get fortune. I've worked out the entrance to our enchanting room, but we still have to get this cave worked out a little bit. Because we want it to also look good. We want it to look good from 2 angles. We want it to look good from right here, where I'm enchanting and doing my enchanting stuff, and here. We want it to look good this way, and to look good this way. Hmm. This way, that's a little... That seems so small from this angle. That's... Not sure how I can make that a little nicer. Hmm. Honestly, the only thing I can think of is having it so that the bottom fell down a little bit. But no, that should work. If I have the cave wrap around that way and that way. Might have to move the enchanting setup a little bit, but good thing I have a silk touch axe, so I don't have to break those. But yeah, this is looking pretty decent. This is my own personal ore mountain. Building it because I want to eventually fortune all these ores. But for now, we're just going to put all of our ores on top of it. We're going this way because we need to go find ourselves a shipwreck that has, well, moss, because moss and azalea and all of those related things, and hopefully glowberries as well, all things that I kind of want. I have a boat and 5 doors, and I'm ready to search the sea for my treasure. So let's do this treasure hunt. I found an ocean monument in case I ever need to get sponges. So might come back here. Second ocean monument. How are there that many in such close proximity? I found myself some moss. Now I am done with my exploration. And I can go back and actually incorporate this moss into my build. Oh yeah, it's nighttime. Ugh. I'm going to be making myself a few different farms because I want moss to create this room. But for moss, we need, well, for moss, we need a moss farm. For a moss farm, we need lava. And I want to make a lava farm because I like the idea of having a lava farm. I don't know. I don't know about that. No, I don't need a lava farm. But I also want to make a dripstone farm because, well, I have a few dripstone and I want to get more. So those are the two different, we're going to create 2 little farm rooms. I've built myself a very simple moss farm. By simple, I mean fairly complex. This thing is the same one that Etho built on the Hermitcraft server. It's monstrosity. But currently, it's getting myself a good amount of bone meal. Eventually, I'll convert it back into a moss farm, but I want to have a good amount of bone meal first. This thing is ridiculous, but it's going to be a good source of azalea trees and other such things for building the enchanting room. So I think it's pretty decent. But yeah, it works. I'm not going to explain how it works because it's not my thing, but it took like several hours to build. So efficiency 5 is very good with mining obsidian. Makes mining obsidian that much easier. Yeah. The Cave of Enchantment is taking a little longer to create than I would want, but scope creep is a thing, and that's basically what's happened to this project. So, what is the plan with it? We're going to have a very simple cave that leads down into a little room for our enchanting. I'm going to fix up the entrance to make it a little so that it goes more smoothly into the broader cave. This entrance needs to be made a little bit nicer. It seems super messy right now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna smooth out the entrance by doing that to make it so that it's more smoothly enters into the rest of the cave. I think that'll make it look a lot nicer. So we've made a pretty good progress on our enchanting setup. I've made a decision of where I want to put it, which is that surrounded by its books floating on a dais in the center of a big round room. This room is going to be really large because I'm going to be expanding it by at least 1 or 2 blocks this way. Now that I've figured out, I've got most of my tools most completely enchanted. Some of them still need mending, of course, but my helmet and my boots are basically perfect. Honestly. Feather falling! Like, that's amazing. Yeah, and this is the basic setup for this room. You have worked out generally the shape of it. There needs to be a little bit. I have a little bit more modification I need to do, removing some of the top and smoothing out the edges, but this room's almost done. The enchanting room is all done. It's now time to decorate it with some moss blocks and other blocks, just to make it look just a little nicer. Because currently it looks, well, dead. Not very enchanting, is it? My enchanting room is mostly done. Just needs a few extra touches in the form of glowberries hanging from the ceiling. But other than that, this thing is 100% done. So I hope you enjoyed all of this. And if you did, well, continue watching. Next episode, we're going to be fighting the Wither. So, and also getting netherite. So that'll be fun. Tune in.